Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Tar Heels kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. In the red area, it's Young. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The pick. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
Running inside. It's Morrow. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. First carry of the season for this transfer. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Wide, 3, wide, and he goes.
This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Working that left side now. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield.
Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. The give to the lone running back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you could see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. On the move, he fires. This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To run inside, it's Young. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play fake, Raiola. Forced out of the pocket. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
And the punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
As escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Absolute shame. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Looking to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. There's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Raiola. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quick strike complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish. Looking to bounce back from a Game 1 loss, they lead here in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can...
Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the ground, it's Young. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot. Dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Finding some room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fourth down, Raiola. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's got him. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Raiola. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There's some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field.
Oh, what vision! Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get him, it's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he added the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Going for it all. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Keeps it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Makes the grab on third. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Just make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to get him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll leave it with him. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's Raiola to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback at decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.